no way I'm going out there. There is no way I am going out there at all, I thought. Do you remember July 2012? The month of the rain, where it just poured from the sky day after day after day. Do you remember that? I was in a coffee shop having a coffee with a good friend of mine, Andy McMenemy, who was also an inspirational business speaker. And we were both looking out of the shop window and thinking, there's no way I'm going out there. Look at that torrential rain. There's no way I'm going out there at all. I'll tell you how much it rained. It rained that much that month. I was seriously contemplating buying myself a scuba diving suit. Really. I tell you what, I was at the point where I was about to get rid of the brakes on the car and fit an anchor. That's how much it rained. Anyway, so there's Andy and I. And let me tell you about Andy. Now, Andy is a fascinating guy. At that time in 2012, I was an old hand at speaking, but Andy was fairly new to the speaking game. And about 2 years before that, he was actually working in some very top roles in the automotive industry. And he chose to turn his back on corporate life. And in 2011, he decided that he was going to raise money for his favourite charity, ABF, the Soldiers Charity. Now, how was Andy going to do that? A sponsored swim? No. He chose that he was going to run 66 ultra marathons. Now, an ordinary marathon is 26.22 miles. An ultra marathon is 31.7 miles. Now, I don't know about you, but I had to think twice about walking up and down the garden path a couple of times. Anyway, he was going to run 66 ultra marathons on 66 consecutive days in 66 different towns. And you know what? He did it. He did it. Anyway, so there we are in the coffee shop. And we're having a bit of a chat and we're contemplating our possible next joint venture, which involved building an ark and collecting 2 of every species on the planet, when all of a sudden I said those words. I mean those words. I bet you've said those words. I couldn't believe that I said it, but I did. I said them. I said to Andy, I said 66 ultra marathons. There's no way I could have done anything like that. There's no way I could possibly do anything like that. That is a phenomenal achievement. And without missing a heartbeat, Andy came back to me and he said, what? He said, you have done something amazing. Far more amazing. I said, what? He said, you have lost 100 pounds of excess weight in 100 weeks. Now that is a heck of an achievement. And I thought, you know what? He's right. It is an achievement. I didn't realize it at the time. We don't tend to acknowledge our own achievements, do we? And then a whole sackload of pennies dropped. You see, it's not about who's achieved the biggest, the best, or the most. It's about celebrating all of our achievements, no matter how large or how small. You know, it's worth celebrating the fact that you've got a roof over your head, because a lot of people don't have that. Celebrate the fact that you can dress yourself, because there are some people that can't even do that. So I'm going to invite you to do an exercise. It's going to take a year to do, but it's very simple. I call it the McMenemy Protocol. Why? Because this exercise is going to help build resilience, and it'll also help build your self-esteem as well. It'll make you realize just how magnificent you are. All you need is a notepad and a pen. Every night just before you go to bed, for at least a minute, take as long as you want, but for at least a minute, make a note of all your achievements that you've done during the day. And then reflect on which is the achievement of the day, which is the one that you're most proud of. And at the bottom of the page, that's your achievement of the day. Then, at the end of the week, you look at each achievement of the day and you reflect on them. And then you make a note of your achievement of the week. Write that down somewhere. At the end of the month, you look at all your achievements of the week and you reflect on them. And you make a note of your achievement of the month. At the end of the year, you look at your 12 achievements of the month and you reflect on them. And then you write down your achievement of the year. And then you celebrate. Set off some fireworks, send up a flare, go out for a meal, buy a car, buy a house. I don't know, however you want to celebrate, just celebrate it. You see, we just forget how magnificent each and every one of us is. And we need to remind ourselves of our achievements. Life can be tough. Business can be tough. But we need to celebrate those achievements. Oh, what, the Ark? No, we never bothered to build it. The sun started to shine. Until next time, stun the world, be astonished.